I have here a demo for DXP 7.1 and some of the capabilities that you heard in the morning. So GDPR, forms, the content and building content and building a modern website. And what I have here is a very simple example of a B2B site where I have someone that's managing my website called Chris. So he's there. He's the site administrator. And then I have some different roles that interact with the website. One of these roles will be this guy here called Rui, okay? And you will see in the end what I will do to Rui, more regarding GDPR. But also you will see the different interactions that the users will have, and also not only from the perspective of the viewers of the website, but also the perspective of someone that is building the website, but from a business perspective, okay? So I will jump straight into the demo, and I will show you Chris, the view that Chris has. So I have this connected. Probably some of you have already seen this demo from Marco, from the commerce team. So I have this connected with commerce, with a commerce accelerator called Barrel. But what I want to show you today is not the commerce part, even if I will just jump from place to place in the commerce demo. But I want to show you the functionalities that we have underneath on DXP, okay? And as you saw also from Marco's talk and Jorge and Brian, commerce was built from the ground up with DXP, okay? So it was built using DXP technology or Liferay technology, so they are very together. They work very seamless together, okay, as you will see from here. So in this scenario, I'm Chris. I have exactly the same capabilities here on DXP 7.1. If some of you have already seen, we divided that area over there. So you can have everything closer or tightly packed from a perspective of building the pages, all the content in a specific folder, and also categorization, configuration, the publishing, and as you can see now, also this new area called commerce, okay? But let's forget about that. So here we have a new way of building pages, and imagine that I'm a business user, okay? Imagine that I'm someone that doesn't have a lot of skills in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Java, or any other language, and I want to build a page very fast, okay? So one of the things that we introduced in 7.1 was a new way of building content-driven pages, okay? Or pages where very easily someone from the business side of a customer, for example, wanted to just deploy a page very fast, a new product launch, or, for example, imagine that you have a recall on a product, or you have a problem with a product, and you need very fast to just do a statement on your website, okay? And you need to do this with a very short time, and you don't need to wait for your IT team, or you cannot wait for your IT team to publish and do the normal steps of publishing something, okay? So what we can do now is you can just go here, create a new page, and now we have divided this into the widget pages and content pages. And like I was telling you, these content pages, the use case for this is more towards the business user that wants to build very fast a page. And I will show you that. And the widget page is more if you want to bring your portlets together, if your IT team wants to build something very dynamic, very interactive, then you use the widget page, okay? Okay, I can give it a name, and I will detail and I will explain how to build a page very soon. So imagine I have here the tools. So I have pages. I can build these two sets of pages. I have something called fragments that I will explain what it is. And I also have something here called forms. Okay, so I can build a form very easily, as you will see, and I can just reuse everything. So imagine the following scenario. Imagine that there's someone, and called Rui in this case, that has been playing with the website, is been posting some nasty comments on some of the products that you are selling. And remember that you're the main administrator here on this site. So imagine I have here just an incognito window. I will just connect as Rui. Okay. So Rui is on the website, and as you saw previously, we can leverage all the contents, all the different capabilities that Liferay already presented, from blogs, forums, okay, you see it here, and also a knowledge base. So imagine that Rui just goes into one of these blogs, okay, for example, this one, and starts saying, this is bad. Okay? Or, for example, if he goes into the knowledge base or one of the forums, for example, and he sees that, okay, this product is causing a lot of problems, so I will just want to go in and reply. As you see, I've already replied to this previously, but I will reply it again. Don't buy this. Okay? And publish. So now I have information spread not only on some blog posts, but I also have on some message boards. So I have information spread from this user, from this Rui guy, spread all over. Okay? So as Chris, I will go into my website. Okay? Here, okay, and I know that we have been having some issues with one of the products. Okay, I know the SKU for that product, so I will just search for it. And again, this is one of the capabilities, the new capabilities of DXP 7.1 is the way that search is presented to you. So one of the new things that we added was facet search, a lot of portlets that allow you to customize the search experience. So as you see here, I just search for that SKU, and I have not only the products that come from commerce, but also message boards, also more message boards, some documents, some PDFs here, some blogs. So I see all this information across all the assets that I have, okay? So I also see that there's someone, let's go here. Oh, I see that this guy called Rui is posting nasty comments about some of the products, and has been posting also some information that is not totally correct, okay? So a good way that I have, and again, I'm managing the website, I'm managing I'm the site administrator. So one way that I have is I can either let it go, right? Or I can ban this guy, delete all his comments, but probably I will have some bad publicity. Or I can take another approach and be proactive and basically create something very fast, targeted specifically to those users that as a pop-up or something that shows exactly on their main page saying, okay, we understand that we have this issue with this product, so we're sending a technician, just fill this form very fast, very easy, and fill this form, and you will have a technician on your premises to resolve this issue. Okay, so and that's the approach, of course, for the demo that I will take. Okay, so the first thing that I will do is I have to create a page. Okay, new private page, content-driven page. Again, like I was telling you, in these situations where you need to very fast tackle one of these things or launch a new product, and you don't need to wait, or you don't want to wait for IT, very fast you just need to put something out there that drives and that helps your users, okay? That increases your the user's experience. So let me just copy this, okay? And you will understand why. So just created a page, and I will just add this banner, and I will also add this form with some text, okay? Because I want people to register for this review or this technician to go there. So there's these placeholders, so register today. The same thing here. Ask everything to our technician. Sorry for my misspelling, but just for demo purposes. Just select a form. I will go into the form and I will show you how it was built. And Matteo will show you on the next session. Don't worry, he was already sweating. Oh my God, he's ruining my demo. No, don't worry. I will show you how it was done. So here I've already created a form called repair request. So I will just select this one. Okay. Okay, I already have something similar to a page. I will just change this background image to this one. Looks good. Okay. Okay, so this looks good, this page. Okay. So the next thing that I want is for this to just pop out right in front of everyone that has this problem. So with technologies like Analytics Cloud or even audience targeting, you can understand who are the people that are having these problems, who bought this product, so you can target specifically this campaign or this registration form just to that audience. Okay, so and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm just going to the website. Again, I have all the privileges on the website, so I can do pretty much everything. I will add here an audience targeting, a user segment right on top, okay? And what I will do, again, I'm completely on DXP 7.1. I'm using just 7.1 capabilities. I will say, okay, if the user belongs to this segment, okay, and I had created this segment previously, so it's experiencing issues with STR0003, okay, and they are a high-value customer of ours, and the content that I will push to these customers is a repair banner, okay, and it's good. Okay, so I can simulate straight from this page, so I can just go here and say, okay, if I belong to that segment, what will be the result? And that's that yellow ribbon over there. And if I click here, I have the form. That's why I had to put that exact name, so everything ties in. So I have the form here, but I can go into Rui, go into his home page, and remember that Rui has been having these issues. He's been talking badly about the product. So he also receives this, and he can fill the form. He can pretty much help himself by doing this. Okay, so we're being much more proactive in tackling the situation. Okay, so let me show you how easy it is to build a form without ruining Matteo's presentation, of course. So if I go into the repair request, It's a very simple form. So one thing that we introduced on 7.1 is a new drag and drop interface for forms where you can just drag and drop these components. So if you add here, if you want to add a new label or a new field onto the form, you just drag and drop these components very easily. You have now validation, like you saw this morning. You have the connection to other data providers. You have also now file uploads, also translations. It's something that we included also in this version of Forms. So all of this to make Forms a proper business tool in these situations, like you saw, or for example for other situations. Okay. Every time that you need a form, I would say you can use this, okay? So very simply, we just drag these components around. For example, if you drag into here, you just build this form very easily, okay? Let me go back, okay, and show you, for example, one a little bit more complex, just for the sake of you seeing what we can do with this. So imagine this form that in this case is in Japanese or in English, okay? Sorry for my bad Japanese. So in English, you see, for example, the country is loaded from a web service, in this case, an external data provider that I choose, okay, countries. There's validation on the email, for example, okay, and I can see if this is a proper email. So there's a bunch of validation that goes here. And the key here, let me leave. The key here is also, as you saw on fragments, that you had those pre-built collections that the business user just drag and drop these components and builds their pages. We have the same idea here on Forms. So we have this notion of element set, that I don't have any, but you can build these building blocks of, for example, if you always ask the name, the address, the age of someone, or whatever, if you always ask those same fields to someone, why don't you have that building block that very easily your business people just select that and drag and build automatically those 3 or 4 fields, okay? And that's the concept of element sets, okay? So as you saw, I built a form very easily. I didn't do any code. I might. I can, of course. I can go to any of these fragments, and I can just play with the code, add as much code as I want, HTML, whatever. But again, I'm a business person, so I don't want to mess with code. Some of the capabilities that we are enhancing for 7.2 and beyond is the capability for business users to build these forms, so to generate HTML and CSS and JavaScript. And it was the subject of a talk previous. So it's very simple also to generate this code for this person and not knowing at all HTML, JavaScript, and whatever. Okay, so back to our scenario. We have Rui that's been complaining a lot, as you saw, about this other product. We tackle him with this specific content. But you know, some of these things happen for a reason, and Rui got fired from Northern Parts, okay? So he was complaining a lot. Northern Parts is a very good customer of Barrel. It was not because of that he was fired, but he was. And Rui, considering the GDPR act that exists in Europe, he wants all of his data because he doesn't want all of his comments, everything that he did previously, available for a future employer, for example. So he just asks Barrel, okay, first export, I want to see all the information that you have on me, okay, and that's phase 1. And then on phase 2, I have 5 minutes. Cool. On on phase 2, I want to delete everything that you have on me, okay? And that's one of the capabilities that we enabled, that we added also on 7.1, is that, okay? So very easily, Chris, as the site administrator, he can go to users and organizations, and here's the guy, okay? So here's Rui. And one thing that he can do is he now has the chance to either delete or export. Sorry, or export his personal data. So first, let's export. Let's create a process for exporting all his personal data. See that all the analytics that were gathered because of Rui, and also some message boards. There's some additional information. So I just want to export this. Okay, I need to select everything. Yeah, and I want to export. So it's done. And I want to see everything that this guy posted on the message boards, okay? So I'm just going here to the zip, unpacking the zip, going inside, and let me open, for example, one of these XML files, okay? So I see here, okay, he posted great article. This one was good. Let me open, for example, this last one. Don't buy this, okay? So this was the article that he posted, this last one that I added, okay? So I have the information on my side. Now what I want is I want to delete all the information, okay? So I want to go to Rui here, and I want to delete all his personal information. So first, I will deactivate this user, okay? Then, if he has a personal website, I will delete it, okay? These are the different steps for that. Okay, I can review everything that we have on him. So I have some audience targeting, I have some message boards. I can either delete or anonymize everything. In this case, I will anonymize. And also here, I will anonymize. And here again, okay? Complete. Okay, done, okay. Anonymize, complete step. Now anonymize all data. And finally, delete this guy. And it disappears, okay? And if I go to my website, and if I go into the forums or blog posts, knowledge base, okay, forums. Okay, I see that all the information that you see here has been anonymized, okay? So these two who don't buy this is a crappy product. This was pushed by Rui, and now, because of these tools that we enabled, DXP 7.1, and that we are adding also for 7.2 and beyond, we have all this information anonymized, but still existing there on the site, okay? So just to wrap up, what you saw forms and a new way of building forms, much more business-oriented. You saw a new way of building content-driven pages with fragments and those collections of fragments that you just drag and drop components and build those fragments and build those content-driven pages. And you saw also these GDPR capabilities where you can get information from a user also, and you can also eliminate all the information or anonymize all the information that you have on a user. And in the middle, you also saw the search capabilities, the new search capabilities across the different components, and that was it. These are some of the capabilities available on 7.1. And as you saw from the different talks in the morning, and you will see also today and tomorrow, there are a lot of new stuff that we are introducing in 7.2 and moving forward. So we are excited to show this to you guys, and hope you enjoy the demo. Thank you.